Welcome back, everybody. You are tuned in to the Now Morning Show right here on TTT. We're also on Facebook, streaming live at the Now Morning Show Facebook page. So you can catch us there. And of course, if you are leaving home, you could just have the Facebook in the background playing and you could carry us with your cars. Listen, but don't watch. If you're the passenger, well, then by all means, stay with us. All right, so now we're going to speak about the Tobago Heritage Festival. And the Tobago Heritage Festival 2020, a most sought after gathering spanning days, and it celebrates the culture and captures the essence of Tobago. In light of the pandemic, a lot of what we've grown to love and enjoy during this time has changed. Our guest today will advise on how the festival has adapted to the restrictions of the pandemic and how it can be celebrated virtually. Welcome to the Now Morning Show, Chairman of Tobago Festivals Commission, Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. So give us a little bit of a history of the Tobago Heritage Festival.
The Tobago Heritage Festival this year celebrates its 33rd anniversary with the launch of the Tobago Heritage Festival 2020.
Wow.
And for many years, we would celebrate our heritage through experiences, trekking through villages from across the island. And normally you would have villages who would put on activities, whether it is theater, which includes a lot of the performing arts, and also the food, the culinary aspect. We also had the games, remembering the games we used to play in Mason Hall. But given the COVID experience that we are all in right now, that certainly has encouraged us to make some changes in how we are presenting ourselves this year. Of
Definitely.
course, many of us will miss the intense social interactions that we have had throughout the villages. But I think it is an opportunity for us to expand and actually reach Tobagonians and the rest of the Caribbean globally through a virtual platform. So this year, we will be having a mixed offering, one that is virtual and one that still attempts to have some social interactions while adhering to the COVID-19 restrictions.
Definitely. Doctor, tell us how, the history of this
I'm not
festival.
hearing you.
Can you hear me now? Dr. Angus?
You're very low.
Let's see if we can sort the. All right. What about now, Doctor? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, fantastic. I was just asking, how has the festival served to preserve the heritage and culture, especially there in Tobago?
Culture, a lot of our culture, what you would have happen, what would happen throughout the villages would depict um, traditions the way they knew it in the past, so that our young people can understand and learn and appreciate where they came from, and that the elders can remember what many of them consider to be better times. So, take for instance, if you started in Charlottesville, the Charlottesville experience would be about dancing the coco, washing by the river, marching to the tambu bamboo, and also you had a dirt oven experience there. In WIM, we used to have the wake and bongo. How did we treat with the persons dying and those who have died? In Canaan Bonaccord, how did we rear our children? Those were some of the many expressions that we would have throughout the villages over the years. This year, though, given the COVID-19 experience, what we've been able to do is to convert some of those villages and their theater and their scripts into what we would call a radio drama series. So at the evening in Charlottesville, they would normally have a theater. So instead of heading to Charlottesville this year, you would be able to experience the storyline through a radio drama series on on radio, of course. And for 5 minutes, 5 days a week, you will be able to follow an exciting storyline about coming out of the village of Charlottesville. We do have Lekoto also. Suspicions. Uh, Lekoto will also be uh, premiering in that activity, and we're working with a couple others to be on board. So even though you can't go to the villages, we are attempting to bring the villages to you right into your home. Now we talked about, a few areas where we will be having social experiences and interactions, and therefore, you know, having demonstrations of how we cook some of our traditional foods. Yes, we will carry that virtually, but we felt that it was important to at least give the culinary experience because that is a big part of our heritage.
That's right.
And so, in three communities, the Pembroke community, the Delaford community, and the Blackrock community, they will be having what we call Food Fridays or and curbside pickup, where we are encouraging people to come out where they can still partake of some of our heritage items in terms of the food. But, we are saying to you, you have to follow the restrictions. Try to just pick up the food, very little mingling, and move on.
Yeah, I know that'd be, it's a big change. It's very different, how we have to observe things these days. But I guess, it's the world we live in right now. And, but on the day, aside from the culinary and the curbside pickup of the food and such, what else can we expect on, well, not really the day, for the week of celebration?
Right. You can't expect, of course, our Miss Heritage personality. Uh, there's no way we can carry just a virtual experience for that. And so we will be having a Miss Heritage personality show. The Ministry of Community Development and Culture has put out a handbook on guidelines of how entertainment, social distancing can happen. And we intend to follow those guidelines in order to ensure that our seating is adequately uh, in keeping with what is expected. But the Miss Heritage Personality Show will be on. Additionally, we will have instead of having the games we used to play, we will have a heritage historical hunt where persons of five or less in teams will be trekking across the island looking for our heritage treasures. And also the following day, through the THA divisions looking for that. But we have an exciting one where people worldwide could get on board. We are having a Tobago Heritage Day. And that
And that
Tobago
is,
Heritage Day, we are asking persons in companies, in their workplaces to
and
decorate,
And Dr. Dr.
decorate.
Dr. Soefat
Um,
Angus, we do have a sharp cut for the news at 7. But I want to thank you for your time this morning and telling us the exciting news about the Tobago Heritage Festival. And of course, I was chatting there with Dr. Denise Soefat Angus, Chairman of Tobago Festivals Commission. And if you want more information, you could check them out online. And of course, there's the radio series as well. We now